Hi everyone, welcome to Becky's Crafts and Goodies. Today we're going to change this wagon wheel that came from B&M. It was $9.99 and it's a really good size. Now these look really cool as they are, kind of rustic, so you don't actually need to do anything to this. You certainly don't need to paint it if you don't want to. But I'm going to paint it and we're going to just decorate it, put some lights on it. Obviously it's going outdoor, we're going to put some flowers on it so you won't be able to leave it outside all the time. This would be fantastic just for a garden party, a wedding or anything like that. Just to bring it outside if you want to. So what we're going to do to start with is I'll take the label off and I'm going to paint it. Now I'm going to paint it in this Navi colour. This is from the Fairy Chic Emporium. You can use any kind of chalk paint that you want. This is kind of like a light grey, really light grey colour. So I'm just going to start and pop the paint on now. We've had 2 coats of paint on the wheel now and it's all completely dry. I've just left it to dry overnight. So what I'm going to do now is to wet distress it. I want to wet distress this because I really like the colour underneath, the kind of the rusticy sort of colour. So you can do this with a sander if you want to, or some sandpaper, or you can just do it with a wet wipe or something like that. So as long as you haven't sealed your paint, this will be absolutely fine to rub the chalk paint off. So I'm just going to go over all different areas, kind of rubbing and taking little bits of the paint off as you go round, and that will just give a nice little bit of a rusticy detail sort of all the way around the wheel. And then I'm going to seal it. It's dead quick this really. I'm just going to seal it with some of the matte sealer and then we'll just decorate it. Some lights on now, and there's different kind of lights that you can use depending if they are used for indoor or outdoor, so if it's going to be used inside or outside. So I've got some here that I've had for quite some time. I use them for a different project, and these are for indoor use, so just like the Christmas tree lights, but you can also buy some of these solar lights. So if you're planning on putting it outside, then you could use these solar powered lights and then they can stay in the garden. Now the reason I'm using the indoor lights is because I'm going to put some flowers on mine, and I don't think the flowers would last very long outside, but if it's quite nice weather and you're only going to have it outside for a short time, then you could use them, put the flowers outside. So what I'm going to do now is plug these lights on. So it's just like doing a Christmas tree. I always put my lights on first with the Christmas tree, and I generally switch them on as I'm putting them on as well, because it gives you a real good view of where to put the lights and how it's going to look. So I'm not sure yet if I'm going to just wrap them around the outside, this thick part here, or if I'm going to have enough to do some around the middle. I'm going to just sort of start and wrap it round and sort of see. I'll do it off camera and just see how it works and show you at the end what I figured out. So the lights are all on, and all I did was wrap them all the way around the edge because I didn't have enough to go up and down. So, but I think that looks really nice. Now, I've had these, I use these for different projects, and they are all cut. I'm just getting them now. They are all cut into different sizes. But I've got these garlands, and I think I ordered them from AliExpress. So have a look. I will drop the link for AliExpress down below. But I'm going to wrap these around the edge. Now, this is what would make it really nice for some sort of wedding or garden party or something like that. But these strands of garland are all different lengths, so you won't notice that once I start going round. But all I'm going to do is get one side. I'll probably tie it on, but being wire, they do kind of bend and hold where you put them quite well. So I'm going to get one side, sort of tuck it in to hold it, and I'm going to go exactly the same way round that I went round with the lights, but I'm not going to go as tight as the lights because I had quite a few lights, but I still want to sort of give it a good wrap round. So as you can see, I'm just going in, twisting in, coming round like that, and you can see the effect that we're creating there. So I'll just go all the way around the edge with those, and I've got some other flowers as well I just want to show you when I've put that round. There we are. So I've put them all around, and I think that looks really, really, really cute. I absolutely love it. I might even put it in my bedroom. I also picked up these from B&M, and this was the original idea that I had, to use these big flowers. What I did think, until I remembered I had these, is you could pull off the heads. So you've got the big head there, and then kind of put them strategically, place them around the edge. Now within this bunch you only get 7, I think, 7 heads, and there's like 8 gaps, so you wouldn't be able to put them like in each centre bit, but you could go around and sort of like space them out. That one's a little bit smaller than some of the others, but I don't think that would matter too much. But can you see the sort of effect that I'd be going for? I mean, it is quite florally, so if you're not a florally person, then you're not really going to like this. But what you could do is you could still do the wheel. You could still put the lights round if you like those. You could maybe put ribbon round, or there's all sorts of things. Material, you could sort of like a wreath. You could put material around it. So you could do anything that kind of match. So I've just popped those on just to kind of sort of show you what I mean, but that would look really nice, wouldn't it, at a garden party or a wedding or something like that. Right, I've just got to show you this. Ebony's just had a fantastic idea. She said, imagine somebody's birthday, so you could put this on a table, you could put snacks in between there, put that all around, or put a board over the top, maybe put a cake in the middle, so you could do this and then surrounding the wedding cake or something like that. That would be absolutely beautiful. So well done, Ebby.
Yeah.
But you could see how the ideas could come up, and the different things you could come out with for this. So even like baby showers, anything like that, you could put a board on, put a baby shower.
Half a wheel of a certain colour and half a wheel of another colour.
That's a good idea. Yeah, so I don't know if you heard, Ebony said do half blue, half pink, if you didn't know.
If you had a certain amount of these in the garden, you could paint that the same colour and then do some sort of big flowers.
That would be cool. Well, there's this pot that we found. So we're coming up with all sorts of different ideas now. I've got this in the craft room. This came from Home Bargains. So I picked this up a little while ago, and then there's some warm white lights. So if you do something like this, you would need some more flowers. But look, if you put like a flower in there and then put some of these lights around the outside. So I've just put some batteries in here in this pack. So this is all just trial, and you often find that this happens when you're doing ideas. You get like other ideas, and Ebbs has just come up with another one as well, so we'll share that with you in a second. So you just pop those in the glass. It reminds me a bit of fireflies actually. All I've done is put the battery pack at the bottom because we can hide that with flowers. And because I'm using all of these, I can't really spare one, otherwise I could put that in the bottom. But I have found some others that I've got. They're virtually the same sort of thing anyway. So you can just put these. Let's put this one in first to hide the battery pack. Look at how beautiful that is. So what you could do if you wanted to, you could put just one, which I think looks really nice. Or you could put like various different flowers, so they're quite full, sort of to go all the way around. So it's just completely up to you really what you kind of fancy. And that could stand in the middle. So let's move these over. Got another couple of ideas that Ebbs has just come up with that I want to share with you. I'm going to stick these flowers down so I like them on there. Do you want to let them know your ideas, Abby, or shall I say?
You could say.
I can say. Right, so also on the wedding theme, if we take that off, have you got that other letter up there? These are Ebony and Courtney's. So you could get some letters like this. So you'd need an and sign. So let's say, for instance, you've got people getting married. You could put their initials either side. So that one's not finished painting, but you'll see the idea. And then you could put the and in the middle. So it could be like, their initials for getting married. Sabes has just come up with that as well. So I know they sell these in Hobbycraft and loads of places, don't they?
Everywhere.
They do, don't they?
Works, I think.
The Works, yeah. So some fantastic ideas there. Glad we could brought you down here, Ebs. And there we go, that's it all finished. So I really love it. I've actually put it on my wall at the top of the stairs. It is quite large, but because it's got lights on it, it needs to be sort of near an electrical socket. I thought it would look really nice above the stairs as you come down there, but obviously we need to plug it in. So I'm really pleased with that. I hope you've enjoyed watching this tutorial. I hope it's inspired you to have a go as well. If you haven't already subscribed, then please do, and don't forget to hit the notification button as well. If you like this video, give it a like, and I will see you all again very soon. Take care. Bye for now.